That we're back again on that new music though. I need a pillow.
Jesus Christ! I feel like I'm in a friggin' elevator going to the Sears Tower. Jesus Christ!
The other one was like countdown music.
Yeah.
This is just like.
It feels like I'm in a really bad 70s porn. Wait, can I say that? Oh, I don't want to offend anybody. All right.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, so we are back for another week.
Yes, we have not been shadow
we're getting
banned.
closer to Newfoundland because the cough is coming back.
Listen, dude, I got sick this week. Like, my throat right now is like friggin' ground up hamburger right now. I woke up yesterday and it felt like someone took a cheese grater to my throat.
Yeah, we've good name. I'm gonna put back on the comments because I was away from the comments. I'm gonna put back. Look at that. So Michelle's here. Chris in the chat. Let's just get on monetized right away. Unfucking believable on the YouTube side. Predicts that the show is gonna start late and that I will blame you.
Well, listen.
And then we'll read the comment and laugh, which is what we did off there.
Yes, we did.
So and then of course, after when I read the other ones, he then retracts his previous comments.
Yeah.
Is he also, because he made this one as well, so he's not wanting us to have a good show or a great show?
I don't know. He's being wishy-washy. I retract my previous comments. Yeah. Which one was it? The first one or the second one, Chris?
Yeah.
Come on. Which one is it?
But anyway, yeah. So hi, Michelle. Candy's here. Right down there.
Wait, what? Michelle thinks we're sick with the D? No, Michelle, we're not sick with the D.
Eric is his Wi-Fi. I see he's jumping in and out. Amy King, Amy, put in the chat. You've got a charity coming up for the Knights of Columbus that you guys play at. Put it in the chat. I know you have it coming up, so put it in the chat. Okay, now we're just have a decent show.
Yeah, have a decent. It doesn't matter what we have. Listen, it's a show. That's all we ever hope for, is just to go live.
And obviously, Michelle doesn't really know us. We're not smart.
We're not smart.
I don't know.
We are not the smartest apples. So Doug,
did you get to play it all this week?
This week, let's see. Did I even play this week? Did I? I don't remember. I might have played Monday. Hold on. Let me go back to my not a sponsor of the show, but my Cornhole account.
Yeah.
Just to see. I might have played Monday. I think I might have played Monday. Did I play Monday? Maybe.
Okay, Amy, April 13th. BYOP. Okay, put all the details in. Where it's at. Or just go to BK Cornhole on Facebook here.
Yeah, let us know all about it. Come on, let us know what's going on here.
For BK Cornhole, I think I got this. It's Butsky and King Cornhole.
Wow. I did play on Monday. Wait, I played on Monday, Doug. Hold on. Let me look at the dashboard. It was so long ago. Like, freaking working the entire week and then trying to figure out your life. It's so horrible. I came in 6th.
Nah.
6th place. Yeah, not too bad, but 6th place. So, did you play it all this week, Dougie?
I got to play. And it was fantastic. It was fun. It was great.
Well, Doug, I do remember
it was over at work. We've got drop-in cornhole now where I work. We only played Sunday night, 7 to 9 in Wellesley, Ontario at the new BG complex. If anyone wants to go, drop in from 7 to 9. You don't have to stay for the full time, as it is drop in. You can stay for a bit, you can stay for it all, you can come late, whatever. And it was fun because nobody cared if you didn't hit the board. No one cared. It was just fun. It was just random partners. It was like, because it's not really an organized thing. It's just kind of come in and you can sign up on the board, and then we're going to put like a sign up thing, or if a board comes, once you're done your game, you go up and you sign up for another board to go play at. Possibly looking into Cornhole for later on, but yeah, it's just come in and play. Like I had a partner, one of the women that came in, never played before, and Jim, it was so fun, and there was so many new people there. I went undefeated.
Well, Doug, I also heard you had an astonishing
Oh,
round. What happened there? What talk to me about that?
airmail city. Like I threw one. I was like, oh, you won't see that happen again. And then I threw another, and I was like, that's kind of dumb luck. And then all of a sudden, it was like, and they weren't like hit the edge of the hole and go in. They were like clean, and I was like, oh. And then I threw one off.
Listen, you had to at least throw one off because they just wouldn't be. It would not be Doug if, like,
but just how hole friendly these darts are, right?
They just got a big stain on them. What's that? What?
That's the dart logo.
Ah, no! I'm telling Grima.
You're the one that called it a stain, not me.
No, that big thing in the middle, right there.
Nothing in the middle. It's just a cover.
Oh yeah, just flip them around. Just flip them around. I'm telling Candy's not going to ship you anything anymore. I'm telling her.
No, Mike, it was not in a dream. It was real life. It was fun. Like it was. I probably threw on the night. My PPR probably would have been like up around like an 8, which for me is like perfect games.
Yeah, dude, that's like a 12 for other people.
Yeah.
What's like going on, Josh? Maybe what's happening?
Almost
brother?
like a 14 for other people.
For other people, that'd be like a 20.
Candy said, "What did she do?" She did
well, Candy, I told Doug there was a stain on his bags, and he pointed to the dart logo instead of his own.
Because that's what Donnie said was a stain.
Yeah, your logo was a stain. It made the bags look bad. I did, Doug. I did get some beautiful bags this week. My dart broadcast bags came in.
Okay.
So I'm getting ready to be on broadcast. I'm preparing.
But the thing is, though, on the broadcasts, you don't need bags to stand in the background.
Doug, I am ready. I am poised to be a champion. Not just on the mic, but on the boards.
The last time you and I were around a broadcast court, a legit broadcast court, one of us was on the mic, one was actually on camera, but in the background.
Well, no, Doug, we were actually on a broadcast court playing together. But
not on the broadcast.
And not on the broadcast. No, we did broadcast it, but it was not on the official broadcast. Yes. We broadcast it to the side. And somebody let me down, Doug. I don't know. Amanda, but all I'm going to say is last time we played, Amanda Oakley smoked us both.
Yeah.
She was on fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Derek Barrett, seriously, when we get there in Newfoundland or whatever you call it, gonna smoke you, buddy. 1-on-1 for a poutine? Oh, wait a minute. Doug, I learned something new this week.
What? How to order 1 instead of 3?
No, I learned about a new Canadian delicacy.
Okay.
Some Hawkins cheesies. It's like some kind of like, listen, it's in Newfoundland. I don't know. Derek told me when I get there, my education must be deep, so I might have to stay longer because there's so many things I have to learn.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me pull it up here. Oh, can I just say too? Hold on one second.
Okay, so there's Amy. If anyone's in Niagara area, there's Amy's stuff for her charity tournament coming up.
So let's just put this up there. It's a tournament on Columbus. Wait a minute, Columbus Day Sunday for us.
We don't have Columbus Day. That's
what?
Columbus Club.
Oh, Columbus Club. I mean, no, but it's Palm Sunday down here. So it's Palm Sunday, April 13th, 11 a.m. start, $60 a team, 4 round robin, 36 teams max, right Niagara Falls. Oh, that's across from the convention center, right, where we played the last time, Dougie.
Yep.
Cash bar, prizes, raffles. PM the page to sign up. So should be a pretty good turnout for everybody there in the Niagara area. I know a lot of the guys from, a lot of the people from the U.S. side cross over to play in a lot of those tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
So should be pretty fun.
Trying to do something here, and then when you go to do something, something else happens, and then
Yeah, Hawkins Cheesies are a Canadian snack food made from cornmeal, cheddar cheese, and vegetable oil, Doug.
Okay.
They're known for their crunch in variety of sizes. So Bruce's uncle used to live in Canada.
Okay.
And made cheesies, I guess. So,
Oh.
What's up there, Al Castro? The company was family owned and operated.
As you're just kind of talking, I'm looking through something here.
Well, you keep looking because Doug, it was actually cheesies were made by you in Tweed, Ontario, in 1949.
Okay, well, that's not by me. Everything is.
That's by you in Canada speak. That's
Today,
pretty
Mr.
close
Hammett?
to you. That's pretty close to you in Canada speak. Was that like a caribou away or something?
Well.
Ooh, my neck cracked.
No.
All right, kids. Put in the post. Doug posted a comment earlier this week about charity tournaments. BK has one coming up very soon. Did you answer that post, or would you like to answer it here? So if you're playing in a charity tournament, do you ask about the payout?
Beforehand.
Yes, because if you're playing in it, are you really that worried about what the payout is? Doug, I'm going to give my opinion while you're still searching there.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Because here's the thing. We have a bunch of different charity tournaments around here. I know I've donated to a bunch of charity tournaments around different parts of the country for friends, family, and other stuff. For me, it's all about the charity, right? It's about how it resonates with me. And no matter what it is, if I'm going to play in it and I might win some money, I'm giving that money back. Now, there may be some times, depending on what happens, I may take my buy-in or my bar tab. Usually not my bar tab because that's usually pretty big, but usually like my buy-in and just bring that back just to get to the next tournament, but donate 99% of the money back, because if you're going to some place that's a charity tournament and you're there to win money, seriously, what are you doing with your life? Like, why are you playing in that tournament? Why?
Mm-hmm.
Like, most of the time I'm losing money because I have bought stuff to donate as a raffle.
Yep.
And play in it and do 50-50 if people do that, and then do all the other side stuff, whether it's like airmail or side games, you know what I mean? Whatever it is. So usually those days cost me, a couple $100.
Yep.
So I think if you're going to that tournament to try to win money, that's just bad karma, bad juju.
And not the one that's it.
No, not bad karma up there. No, it's bad karma in life.
Yeah.
Because, like, why? Like, there's a tournament. So in April, April 13th is that tournament. April 12th, I am going live for another tournament for MS, right? So some of the people we play cornhole with, they do a bike ride here in New England. that you drive almost across the entire state of Massachusetts, and it's for MS, and it's called. Their team is the Chislin Labonte, something like that, right? But they asked me to come down, set up the equipment, and broadcast. I'm going to go there and do that because it's for a great cause, right? I'm going to go there, set everything up, and
we just want the shoes.
We just want the shoes. Yeah, the shoes are cool. Listen, I just want the shoes. But I'm going to go there and support it and try to promote it as much as I can beforehand, just to raise as much money as I possibly can to help, whoever it is out.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of stuff in this world that is way bigger than all of us. And, I just believe that what you give into this world is what you'll get back in this world.
Well, there's even some tournaments up here that I've talked to some of the people that are now just giving out plaques instead of any kind of cash, right? So then there's no need to worry about any of that stuff.
Well, I saw in the post, I saw somebody had a great thing too, right? They posted in the chat that sometimes they just try to get the people that are sponsoring the tournament to give maybe like a gift card or something back, right?
Yep.
So say it's like your local auto shop, right? A free oil change, something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or, free car wash or whatever it is. I think that's really cool because to me, that resonates because now I'm not just supporting a local charity. I'm supporting a local business at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that because you know what? Friends, we all don't know how long we're here in this universe.
Not at all.
Not at all. Today, tomorrow could be our last day traveling around the sun. It's about how we affect the people around us and how we help the people around us. There's too much decisiveness in this world today. I see it all the time here down in the U.S. right now, especially with our political climate. I think it's worse than climate change. A little bit, just a tiny bit, right? But it's all about how we take care of each other because we can change one person at a time by our kindness and caring and not worry about the bigger picture in the world, because if we can change one person beside us, they change another person, it's going to make the world a much better place.
Yes. Then the other topic we talked about last week on the show, and that I put a post out as well, and we even did a kind of little contest for people to figure out, and then he even actually did this topic blew up in the cornhole world this week, right? And just before going out there, Amy did they factor in how much they wanted to raise for the club and are paying 50% out to the players. We don't expect them to donate it back, but they're going to ask for donations for the raffle table to help each goal, to help their goal win for win. Yeah, but
and Spencer, kindness and caring.
He's on the YouTube side he's trying to be Andy Spencer.
Listen, we always talk about this. We might not sometimes live those values because we're just not the most kind. I'm not the most kind person in the world, but at the same time, take care of the people that take care of you, right? Take care of the people around you that are helping the game and helping the other people around you that maybe need a hand up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Byron's like, not yet, Byron. Not yet.
Byron, anyway, you have to listen to my soapbox before you can even get jerseys.
Trevor's watching in between periods in the Harry Lumley Bayshore Arena in I can't say beautiful downtown Owen Sound because Mina's kind of a not anyway. But yeah, he's Trevor. The Rangers winning or losing? They're playing the Owen Sound Attack tonight.
What's the Owen Sound?
The Kitchen Rangers are in Owen Sound playing the Owen Sound Attack. They beat Sarnia last night, and I'm going to say should not have won because their second goal should not have counted, but that's beside the point. Anyway,
That
so
still didn't answer my question.
What?
Where are they?
In Owen Sound.
Where's Owen Sound?
It's up near. It's 200 Rangers. It's up.
It's near you,
west.
like above you.
West.
Yep. Okay. It's in Canada.
Yep.
All right.
Anyway, so we talked about we're doing going to do a give away a patch to someone who could correctly predict how many bots were going to message me after we talked about the bot stuff last week. And I'm going to say a lot of people had a lot of really close guesses. It was kind of a slow week after I talked about because they were busy doing other stuff.
I did try to screw you a little bit too.
A little bit.
I had to do the video.
Well, actually, and then after I went and said I've actually changed my name to the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast, Sean messaged me and he's like, "What's this all about?" And I was like, "Oh, it's just people that sell jerseys that are trying to message." And he's like, "Oh yeah, thanks." So yeah. Keegan, that is not an incorrect statement. This year.
Colin is killing it up there. I mean, he's doing a great job.
Chris, I will get you a patch. So, as I said, a slow week this week. There was only 7. It was, like I said, they were busy casting votes on another thing. But yeah, so there was 4 for jerseys, and I had 3 where I had the music stuff. Hold on a second. 3 different people that my Facebook page is scheduled to be permanently removed due to violating our trademark rights.
Oh, I got 82 of those this week. Jesus Christ. That's not 3. No, that I get that every day.
Yeah.
Like trying to like literally delete my page between my own page, the voice page, the doghouse page. They're like, "You are violating my copyright." I'm like, "Really? I think I might own that copyright." But whatever.
So we do have. Where's my? I will do another video on this here because I don't have my things here because there was 3. Actually, you know what, Donnie?
What's that?
There's 3 people. There's Zach McNeil, Brian Conway, and Scott France. So,
all right.
There's 3 people. I'm going to pick a number. So I've got their 3 names here. So we're going to do Zach. Scott is 2. Brian is 3. I got a number. Pick a number between 1 and 3.
3.
Frickin' Conway. Brian Conway will get these. Probably already got like 80. You know what? I think he's got like 82 of them already. But
I still don't even have one.
Yep, that's okay.
Yeah.
So we've still got 2 more giveaways to do tonight. We've got some jerseys to give away. That should be fun.
No, it'll be good. Candy said 1.5.
Yeah. So actually, we'll do the jerseys right at 9:00. So in 6 minutes, we'll do the jersey stuff. We've got 144 names in that shared and liked and all this stuff over with Graham and TJ over there. They're doing some absolutely fantastic stuff with ECC. So
and guess what, Doug? I have the entire list right here.
You do because I sent it to you.
Well,
because I asked my wife, and Karma messed me up on this one. Literally. I said to her, I was like, "Okay, can you print out this list for me?" And she's like, "Yeah, okay." So I went to the printer to pick it up. Read that.
Doug, just so you know, I did move it into numbers.
Well, yeah, they're in the numbers as well here.
No, I moved it into the numbers document because I don't.
Oh, because the food company thing. Yes, I know.
Yeah, I don't do the I don't do the other format.
Yep.
I don't excel at spreadsheets.
Ooh.
Ooh. Derek is so excited about this Titan backpack. And I feel bad because
I think he's just because I keep seeing here Derek's in, Derek's out, Derek's in, Derek's out, Derek's in, Derek's out.
well, I'm glad I can't see that. But
No.
Here's the thing. The reason I will say one thing. I have everything Titan but pretty much the backpack because I have 2 Zukas, I have a million pouches, and then I have a lot of bags boards backpack, which Doug, was the OG of backpacks. And I have those because they used to be a sponsor. And if I buy one more backpack or have a cooler sent to the house, my wife is going to kill me because behind me, there's so many coolers, so many stupid backpacks and everything. Can't have any more sent to the house. Can't do it.
Well, she already doesn't really know about all the bags either, right? So.
Yeah, but Doug, she sees some of the packages coming in, so I got to hide some stuff. And, at the same time, happy wife means my ATM card works.
Yes. Candy wants to know who your partner is for Bag and Bash.
Oh, Doug, I was on a conference call this week. Okay,
I know. I was in on that conference call.
Were you on that conference call?
Yep.
Well, oh shit, shit's happening so fast around here. But I, right now, have signed with one of the greatest up and coming pros in the next 5 years. He's undecided if it's going to be basketball, golf, or cornhole. But I am going to be playing at Bag and Bash with the man, the myth, the legend, Austin Hawkins will be my partner.
Yes. I was there. I was in on that last Saturday night.
Yes. So, Candy, I'm not bringing the wife. The wife will not be here this time because that is just after my son's graduation and just before her company trip that she has to get ready for. So she needs to stay home and sell some more. So I make it to Ireland.
So I'm saying that Candy's saying, "Oh my God, that's great." I think that's because she was asleep.
Yeah, she was
in the room that.
She was in the room where it happened.
Yes,
but if you remember, Bruce went through 7 doors.
Yes, he did.
And we talked to Austin.
The one door I'm not sure of because I think there was a waterfall at one point.
Yeah, there was something going on.
I even had a message. I was like,
yeah. So for those of you who aren't in the know and don't get to talk to us, yeah, drunk Bruce puts me to sleep. So, Austin is Candy and Bruce's son, who is one of my besties in the whole wide world. He's really started to get into cornhole a lot. A couple years ago, he's really into basketball. Did amazing there. Just started playing golf at school, and now is really starting to get into cornhole with Candy and Bruce. Have been helping out and running the Hideaway League at West Georgia Cornhole / Titan on Thursday nights. And Austin's been playing in there. So he will be my partner. And guess what? We are going to make some people cry because we're going to win it all.
I think the best part of Austin now playing golf is that Candy dresses Bruce and Austin alike, so they look like Schwarzenegger and DeVito in twins.
Oh, they do, but Bruce is more DeVito.
Yeah. So it's now 9:00. We've wasted 6 minutes here because that's what we do. Candy's saying T3 championship.
What are you talking about? We're taking down tier 1. Tier 1. We're going to smash some pros. I'm going to be drinking Reformation beer and smashing some burgers, Candy.
Could be the other way around, too. Anyway.
Well, listen, burgers and beer, burgers and beer, burgers and beer. All right, Doug, let's go.
Let's go. We'll get the raffle. So there is 144 numbers on this here. Do I have it up? Yeah, it is up. Okay, so I'm just going to skip that ad because it's nothing to do with us. But yeah, so there's 144 numbers on here. I'm going to shuffle it a couple times. 1, 2, 3. It's not names. It's just, I don't even know why I had to shuffle because it's just numbers and not names. Anyway, for the first, because there's 2 ECC jerseys. For the first one. Now, Donnie has all the numbers. Oh, that's hard on the ice.
That's a lot of color there. What do we got there? First one is
43.
So that is going to be.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Nobody likes this guy. Andrew Spencer.
Andrew, if you're on YouTube, if you want the jersey, you can get it. If you want to donate it back for someone else, that's up to you.
Post in the chat. Right? Let us know.
Anyway.
All right. Close. Let's.
Now we'll go for the second jersey.
Shuffle it
up
time.
3 more times.
Shuffle it.
1, 2, 3. There we go. No one have a seizure.
What? Glenn's going to win this one. Ready? Watch this.
Yep. 122.
Ooh, 122.
That's like on page 4 for me.
That is Valerie Mayo.
Okay, so shipping will be easy on that one, Graham. So there it is. Andrew Spencer, Val Mayo.
So Spencer says he's not donating it back
because he didn't get the down.
His sponsor didn't give him one.
So, Andrew Spencer, Val Mayo, congratulations to you guys. Now, if you're wanting an ECC jersey, you're not done yet being able to get one. I'm going to be putting a post out tomorrow for 24 hours. All you have to do is comment on the post I'll be putting out tomorrow for a data back ECC jersey because I hit the 1,500 mark. So the 1,500 followers on Facebook. So I'll be doing one, and then I'll be coming out Monday with that video and to be able to make sure we get the jersey to you because this is their last jersey order. So we're going to get that in as quick as we can. So Monday, comment tomorrow, watch for video Monday.
Yeah, it's their last jersey order of the year.
Yes. I talked with Graham doing it this way. There's possibly another way of they're going to be changing it up. Possibly. But yeah.
They might want to do what, half the year?
No, just another way of doing stuff.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Congratulations to Valerie and Spence.
I would say to check the East Coast Cornhole page, Byron.
They're actually very reasonable. I want to say in Loonies and Toonies, it's very reasonable. And there's like 15 different designs.
Yeah. 2 of which are down and back ones.
Yeah. Well, there's at least 13 good designs.
Yeah.
No, but there's 15 designs. It's amazing. I mean, they've got a lot of different colorways, a lot of different artwork. They, if you're really looking at a like cornhole kind of group or team, they really have kind of the gambit of every kind of jersey you want, in style, color, everything else. So just go over there to ECC on their page and you can order one whenever you want, except if it's past next week.
Yes. Yeah, we were. This was going to be like the total. Like we say, we always have like the Seinfeld episodes because we just have nothing planned and we talk about nothing. This week we had planned for like the Oprah show, but we do have one that we're not sure if that's going to be coming.
Who gets a car?
Well, no car.
You get a car. You get a car.
It's now you get a jersey. You get a jersey. You get a patch, and we had something else that was going to possibly come up. But
we do have some more giveaways coming up in the next few weeks.
Yep.
We have been talking. So to let you all behind the curtain, we have a lot of friends in Cornhole, and we've been talking to a lot of them about some of the different things. So Doug, come on. You have a lot of friends. People love you. About some new products that are coming out and some other things to give away. And just some other people to talk to, right?
Yep.
For all of our friends there in Canada, we do have a friend, Cito.
Yes.
Who does do a really great charity tournament. Stay on our night of charity.
Yes.
He does a Cancer Sucks tournament
Yep.
in September. So if you want to come down to that, because for most of you, except for the Spencers and Barretts of the world who are way off to the side.
And then the Byrons who are on
way to the other side, right? Way over this side.
Yep.
Right? Byron's way in Saskatchewan?
No, he's in Alberta with Hammett.
Oh, okay. So he's okay. So, but most of the people that are in the middle there, right above the Finger Lakes, Cito's right there in Ohio. He runs a really great tournament for everybody to come down to and hang out, which is Cancer Sucks. It's usually around the third weekend of September. I think this year it's like around the 21st, 22nd, somewhere in there. Don't quote me on that, but just go to his page, Cito Soto, and look.
No, he's not Angel. He's going by his
Angel. Yes, Angel.
Yes, Angel.
But also search Cancer Sucks. And it's actually a really great tournament because
it is in actually Parma, Ohio, is it not?
I believe it is. It's right around there. Yep. Where it is a nominal fee. I think I want to say it's like somewhere around $30 to $40 a person, right? But it is also not just a cornhole tournament. It is a feast.
Fed like pretty good.
It is yeah. They had like a whole like gourmet menu last year. Yeah. And you also can get involved in raffles and everything else.
Yeah, because he also does a whole bunch of other mystery box stuff. That he's.
But cancer is near and dear to his heart, and he takes care of those people that need it. So not only just cancer, I know he's also done some Secret Santa giveaways and some other stuff. So just keep an eye out for that. It's amazing what he does for.
Well, yeah, and if you haven't already sent him a friend request, do, because he's a guy who. Only other word I can say is just incredible, because I know he did a lot of stuff when my mom wasn't well, and he made a lot of posts about that there. So he's probably one of the best people in the cornhole world.
He's an amazing human being and an OG of cornhole, one of the original 16 pros.
Yes.
In the ACL.
Yep. So, yeah. So what else we got? We got, how about the resurgence of possibly a pro getting it started up now? In doubles today down in Rock Hill, I caught the tail end of it. They had their interstate tournament,
so Doug,
South Carolina, North Carolina tournament.
But what the hell is an interstate now? Is that like what a conference used to be, or what?
I think it's just because every state's a conference. It's like every province is a conference up here. So the interstate winners if they're side by side, they can mingle.
So if I touch them, I can play.
Yeah. Where we seen Jamie Graham and Devin Harbaugh defeat Josh Holland and Jordan Power in the final.
Josh Holland, though, today is throwing.
Oh, he was throwing lights out.
He's throwing like an 11.03, I think, right now. Like, seriously.
Yeah. But no, Jamie Graham, Devin Harbaugh take that doubles event down today. So,
I mean, when you start to get into some of these interstate tournaments, as you start to move into the center of the U.S., right across, right down by the Mississippi.
Yep.
You're going to have some serious battles because there's some super teams. Oh, I hit my button. But no, but you can put some super teams together based on states that touch each other. I mean, it can get
for us here. It's tough for us up here because we've got just really for ones that are provinces that are touching each other is just Ontario and Quebec, which would be I think that would be a great interstate or interprovincial tournament. But
if you were in charge, how would you change those rules a bit, right? How would you can you skip one province, right?
Yeah, we'll see. I think. Well, I guess we could do it here. Is just doing BC and Alberta because they have leagues there in both provinces.
Yeah.
We've got Newfoundland. We've also got BJ in Nova Scotia. Hearing right now, there's just his league. Hearing there's a couple more coming on in the Valley, which is good.
Yeah, but up there, do you do province adjacent, right?
Yeah.
So if there's nothing close, like if you have to skip a province because there's nothing there, can you go to the next province that touches? You know what I mean?
I think you still could. I think yes.
You could do that. To keep it interesting, right? You really think about it, where the game is still growing up there. You might have to maybe change those rules a little bit, or maybe you look at something different, right? Maybe you like spin the wheel, kind of what we did, or roll the dice. I don't know what it is, but if you're going to kind of try to keep that same thing.
You just have to say their names and they pop in the chat. Yeah, BJ, I know that there was some people in New Brunswick that were looking at getting some stuff going. I had talked with them before.
Well, it's tough too, right? Because I'm going to bring something up, Doug. Little bit of a subject right now, but it's been a subject for many years down here by me. Like when you're running a league or you're a league, you're like a local or you're regional or whatever you are down here. That's what we called it.
Yep.
It's tough because you deal with a little bit of backlash sometimes, right? You're dealing with everybody that wants to come at you based on what they think you should do. If you think somebody around you that runs a Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, whatever night, or runs a conference, a league, a province, you think they're not doing the right thing, sign up. Sign up and you be the person that does it. Because I can tell you, I have never run a league, never run a night, but I've helped a lot of people around me do it. It's not fun. You're not making money. And guess what? All you're doing is getting stress from the people that think they can do it better. That's all it is. And it doesn't matter if you're playing ACL, ACO, or Scoreholio. It doesn't matter what you're playing. Everybody is a critic.
2 weeks in and BJ's already over his head.
No, but BJ, you need a tribe. You need a tribe to help you. You need a couple people that are going to help you set stuff up, set up the tablets, set up everything else. But you also need a couple people when you walk away, if something goes wrong, they can help out, because everybody, and I'm going to bring this back. I'm going to be Doug. I'm going to go really.
He's all day running a tournament and then he comes in here to.
But wait a minute, Doug, I'm gonna show my age right now.
Oh,
Everybody in Cornhole is Siskel and Ebert because all they are is critics. That's all they are. They want to say nobody ever wants to give you props for what you did right. They only want to tell you what you did wrong.
that goes for live feed stuff too.
Yeah. Listen, here's the thing. I've been fired a couple times for my live feeds because people are like, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. I'm like, you can fuck the fuck off. I don't like, I'm sorry. Like, that's not what I was here to do. I was here to do a live feed. And why am I going to put a live feed up all day, sit there by myself and talk for what? Games that maybe 6 people are going to watch? And you can say what you want about my page, The Voice of Cornhole. Maybe only 6 people watch it. I don't give a shit. But it's about, if I'm going to sit there and put in the time and energy, I need to see a little bit of return.
Yeah, and I think that's where, I may have done that, the free stuff when I first started out, because you got to kind of do it there. But then, you know what? My time now is, I've talked about it before. The 4 opens last year. My mom's birthday, my wife's birthday, my anniversary. 3 of the 4 opens.
Well, but Doug, I mean, Keaton put it here pretty. So here's the thing. There's sometimes
he did that thing because a couple of times Keaton, I almost put in the comment. I was like, "Where's the commenter?"
You got to be that guy, Doug.
I was.
But
cameras, move the cameras.
No, but my whole thing is sometimes I will just do I will tell people before I do it. I'll be like, "Hey, listen, I'm just going to do 2 wide shots because I always have that built in to the live feed. I'm like, I'm going to do 2 live shots. I got to go get something to eat. I got to go to the bathroom, and I got to go talk to some people. Right? It's not an ACL event. It's not a big event. It's one of those ones where I just want you to see what's going on. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I don't leave the mic open just because of some of the people that are at the tournament.
I don't trust them.
Well, as my daughter would say, they're a little bit extra. Right? They will be behind the mic dropping and I'm not worried about F-bombs or swear words. I'm worried about some of the other politically incorrect stuff that they might say.
Well, and I had that at one tournament where I'm sitting there and I had I was on the side where the people were, and there was a couple of times where I had to kind of like mute, turn around, and go like, "Mike is live, like shut up."
Yeah, it's hot. Mike is hot.
Yeah,
I just want to put up a sign that says hot, right?
Yeah.
Not just me, but the mics.
And I've even almost wanted to start, and now we would do a lot of traveling around, so it's hard. It would hard for me to be able to bring them, but just to get like those like stanchions where I can kind of block myself off, right? And then no one comes by here. Like I did it a couple times in Drummondville. They did this one, kind of like a bigger garbage can thing, and like I said, the one guy was like, "Can I put this here so people don't walk this way?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." So I put it there, and then other workers moved it, and I'm like, because like you said, you're sitting there, you're doing all this stuff, trying to get the cameras going, keep the sound going, keep everything going, and then all your wires are behind you, right? And then you got those people that just walk behind.
Well, no, but you either get the wires in front of you, behind you, right?
Yeah.
So you either have maybe a player kicking it or a spectator kicking it. And
well, I had a spectator kick my my power bar. I'm like, okay, yeah, because they kick the power bar, and what happens? Everything's plugged into there, and we go over.
Well, that's why sometimes
sometimes I needed that.
Sometimes I just like to back myself up against the wall, right? Give myself enough room so that I can set everything up. But at times that's kind of detrimental at the same time too, right? Because you have no good way in or out, right?
Yep.
You can't maneuver enough, and then you don't get enough seating for crowd support at the same time either. So it really depends on how we set up, depends on what we can get. right? Most of the time when I set up, I try to make it so I can at least get 3/4. Let it come in a little bit, because I'm always hoping there's at least, to your point, a plug right behind me right here where I can plug into the wall or into the internet and literally use half a roll of tape to tape down the cord so nobody can kick it out, right?
Well, yeah, and then even to go even further, the stuff that you have to deal with going in, especially when we have to travel and I can't take everything with me. Like we go to Calgary, and I'm going to set up, and I got a 4-foot long table to use. I'm like, okay, I got a lot of stuff I got to put on this table. I got to try and figure this out now, right?
Well, we don't get the privilege of having a box truck show up with all our equipment in it.
And everyone else setting it all up.
Yeah, we are at the mercy of the venue or what we brought.
Yep.
Right? I remember when we were in Drummondville, you had an issue with some cord. No, but you had an issue with some stuff.
Last year, yeah, and Daniel Vanes was there.
Yeah. But
then this year, yes, I did forget the boom arms at home.
No, but last year you had an issue.
This year.
No, but last year you had an issue. Yep. I tried to lend you some stuff.
Yep.
And then we had to borrow some other stuff because some cables broke.
Yep.
Right? And when I got home from Drummondville, I actually ordered 2 extra sets of cables from Amazon just to have them, because I'm like, I know what happened to Doug and it sucked, but I don't want it to happen to me. But if it does, I want to be able to get right back on air, right?
I know that I had to order some new USB-C to USB little converter things because I think a couple went to your house.
No, they didn't. No,
I've got a couple that were missing.
Oh, you lying sack of shit.
But there's all that where it's not just kind of doing this here. And as I had a conversation with Wally this week, messaging back and forth, and we're talking about a few things. I was like, yeah, I said, in Drummondville, I was like, I could have used you in Drummondville because the Score Zone app wasn't working, so I had to refresh it each time, doing the cameras, doing the commentary, doing all this other stuff. I was like, guys in my truck just sucked this weekend, right? He just kind of give up because that's kind of like our joke, because I don't have those guys in the truck, right? So
no, we don't. Most of the time when we're going to places, we don't have those people to help us out, right? We also don't get the rotation.
Tobin, this is Radio Shack. Here's the other deal.
I think we went to Best Buy that day.
Stores in Drummondville, please stay open past 7 p.m. at night, because some people need stuff at 7:30 at night.
Doug, I think we held Best Buy open just to get a cable for my USB switcher that I forgot the cable for.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's the thing where you got, you're trying to get all this stuff in, you get going. Well, it's the same as in Newmarket last year. I get everything in the car. I'm going. I get there. I'm setting it up.
Was that the laptop incident?
This bag was still at home. The brains, not these brains. Well, actually, these brains were probably left at home too. Brains of the whole operation had to come. So then I had to drive hour and a half back home, hour and a half up there, which should have taken me about 4 hours. But only
wait a minute. But the only reason it took you half the time is because I think the wife met you.
No, I drove. She was at work still. I had to drive all the way back, pick up the laptop bag because it was still on the front porch outside where I'd put it. And yeah. But it's those, everyone says, oh, you're just pushing buttons and getting this going. A lot of other shit that goes involved with this.
Well, but all right, one more thing that people don't understand is when you're doing a broadcast, there has to be a minimum of one person pushing a button.
Yep.
Because cameras, I'm sorry, AI is not that great yet, kids. It's not. It doesn't work really good yet. someone has to push a button to change the camera angles, right? It's been happening that way in TV for 60 years or whatever it is, right?
Mhm.
Someone has to push a button to change the angle. And a lot of you, I'm going to use a bad word right now. A lot of you bitches don't like the wide angle for the whole thing.
Yep.
They're like, I want to see the shot from behind. No, I want to see the shot from overhead. No, I want to see this shot. Shut up. The shot is
sometimes
that
those
you
cameras
get.
don't want to agree with you.
No, but the thing with it is, you're going to get the shot that I can produce to you, right?
Yep.
I would much rather, like, a lot of people like the shot overhead of the people throwing. I
Yep.
want to see I want to be behind. I want to see the arm angle. I want to see how that person's throwing.
At least you admit it, Al.
Well, Al, me and you have many conversations about that. We don't want crotch shots either, right? There's some people that do a broadcast,
or even any shots of this area. People in the chat that may have been the person doing it.
No, but sometimes you get crotch down. Sometimes you get like boobs down.
Well, I had that at one of my events. There was a female player came up and stood right in the camera, and I'm on air talking, and I'm still kind of going like any head movements I can to move over a bit, and they're like, well, why? I was like, because you're showing, right?
Yeah, no, but I mean, the thing with it is, I would much rather see bag flight than anything else, right? I would much rather be able to show people how the people are playing than just commentate on it, right? There you go. No, but some people are like, oh, their arm came left to right and it cut. I'm like, I'd much rather you see it so you can try to replicate it, right? Because that's the one thing most people in this game are trying to do. I know we had some pros texting us today, Doug, that were talking about throwing flat bags and trying to throw other stuff, right?
Yep.
I would much rather see bag flight and see what's going on so that I can try to replicate it as a player to see how I can improve my game instead of just seeing how it hit the board. I mean, the overhead shot, I think, on the other side of the board is great, but it doesn't help me as a player.
Now, that being said, we want to bring you all of these shots. We want to be able to bring you the ones that can pan across the crowd. We want to get all these here different angles. Thing is, it costs money. And I do have a couple right now that could pan the crowd, but because I can zoom in with them as well, I use them for showing the people throwing, which is cool. So my other ones can't zoom, they can't pan, they can't do anything. I've got probably like a little over $1,000 in cameras that I'm using. Right? And they're not the top of the line ones either. I could have more expensive ones. But it's just, it's until I can make this a full-time living and be able to pay for all of the more expensive stuff, you got what you got.
So, Doug, here's my thing. I've got $4,000 invested in live feed equipment. And that's not even including the laptop, right? That's just the cameras, the tripods, everything else that's going on, the board, all the cables, everything else that's going on, right? Because me and you are dealing with different equipment. Like my MacBook is a little more expensive because of where I work and what I do. But people think that we should be able to go out and like do all this like crazy like overhead.
Like Keaton right there. Like his setup, I think is for just starting out is great.
Yeah,
because him and I have been talking, and a couple times he went and said, "I went and got this." I was like, "Well," because Keaton, what was it? You got the 25-foot lengths of cord, and I was like, "Well, probably should have got like 50, right?" And and it's the more gear you get, the more you want to get better equipment because you think once you get it, you're like, oh, could have got that. Oh, I could have got that, and it's just
Well,
it's
Doug,
a never-ending thing.
my investment is just what I'm using now. That
I
doesn't
think
include
his 32-foot just barely make they just make which
yeah.
I went so myself I went and got because when we did the new boom overheads, I got two 25-foot. Oh, I went and got four new 25-foot cables. I was going to put them together just in case they needed some smaller ones. Perfect. Wasn't enough power inside the cables to run from cable to cable back to the laptop. That was so I had to then make the 25 feet work for 32. Right? And it's
Listen, it's tough. I mean, listen, the $4,000 I have invested is just the equipment I'm using today. It's not all this stuff that I've tried in the past, right?
No.
I used to do the 2-camera shot or the 4-camera shot where I was kind of shorter cables and trying to come around and still shoot the board. I mean, it's all a growing and a learning, right? How we can make this work. None of us in this game right now, besides a few people, that can buy all the equipment to make this work right away.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And even, for myself, I've just got the house here. Now that Jamie Cowan's moved, I don't have the shop to go and do R&D for doing this stuff because before I used to any big event, I would go and I would test all the equipment out, make sure it's all working, make sure everything's going right. I don't have that opportunity to get to that shop anymore.
Listen, you know what I'm doing right now? I'm growing the frame because all the cameras I've bought just to make stuff work, right? I mean, you talked about it last holiday, not this one that passed, but the one before about PTZ cameras. Just trying to find some mid-range to make it work, where we can run stuff and still power it with enough power so that it can be an overhead drop shot, but not kind of have the pixelation and all the other stuff that happens if it's not running right. So, it makes it harder and harder.
I'm surprised no one said anything about Drummondville because my cameras were set up, and for some reason, the color was off on the one camera. Everything looked like orange.
No, but that's the harder part too, because here's the thing.
And then you got to try and color balance because you might have a light coming in from outside above on that side and not the same on this side.
A skylight above one board?
Yeah.
And that board looks purple instead of orange, or it becomes so hard. And that's what people don't get, because when we show up when most of the venues are already set. And they're like, there's your live feed. And you know where the live feed gets made? Usually the closest to an access point or someplace we can plug in. We don't get to pick it. We are not ESPN. So we're not saying this is where we're setting up. You set everything else up around us.
Actually, in Drummondville, Matt said you're going to be over in that area.
Well, that was the same area you were in last year.
Well, different room, but kind of, yes.
Yeah, same area, same thing.
But Matt said I can be over in that area. And I was like, okay, perfect. I was like, bar's there, trying to get people room. I'll set it up this way. And then he was like, well, maybe if we can put it over here and put it over this way. Perfect. I've got a video I still got to put out because VersaCourt, that was Matt said, here's the box of the VersaCourt. It's all yours. So I laid out the VersaCourt. I did all the other stuff. So yeah, so I got a video of that. I got to try and do a little quicker. Of the 20 minutes it took me to lay out that VersaCourt.
Took you 20 minutes.
Well, yeah, because I got to take it out of the box. I got to snap it all together, make sure because then at one point I started off with the wrong corner. Yeah.
No, but people don't understand. Like, we usually get there Thursday.
Yeah,
Thursday night.
Drummondville was Friday at 6:30 a.m. load in.
Well, because there was other stuff that happened.
Yep.
But most of the time, we're there a day before to get everything set up, and we try to get the cameras dialed in, try to get all the cords wrapped and taped down and everything else, right? Try to get it all ready to go based on
You get it all perfect. And you get it all perfect. And then you're like, okay, shut everything down for the night. And you go back, you come in the next morning, I'm going to turn it on. All the cameras have zoomed out. They all went back to the factory settings. And you're just like, let's do this all again.
So now you got to start running all kinds of algorithms just in zooming and moving and trying to get them to work.
And then you've got the overhead cameras you've got set up perfectly because they're attached to the backdrop. Perfect. Awesome. Then you get all the players that I have to go and warm up on the live feed court because I may happen to play there. And they're throwing bags off the back, hitting that backdrop, doing this here, doing that. And then you go back and you're like, yeah, I got to move that camera again because that's all been moved.
Well, I wouldn't mind, but we usually try to set the backdrop up at least 3 feet behind the court.
Well, again, now it's better with the boom that I have, but it's the cord length as well, right? So I got to try and
it's got to be managed. But hey, listen, this is the life that we've chosen, Doug.
Yes, it is.
And guess what? In Newfoundland, it'll be a great life.
Yes. Yeah.
Because we're going to have so much fun.
Yes. It is going to be fun because it's there. The thing is, Donnie, you haven't experienced Newfoundland yet. And
where?
That's it. But it's the crowds at that event, no matter a final or whatever, if there's something going on a live feed court, the front row of the stands at least are full. Right? And it's great that, when you start to think that, there's so many people around the court that can't see, they go to the behind you, up into the viewing lounge for the curling behind you, and they're then 4 deep in that there, so that they end up going and they'll either take my feed and put it up there, a little delayed, right? But then just so happens that there's above each of the boards is their curling cameras for their overhead for their curling thing. So they'll put them up on TVs as well for the people that are like 8 people back, that they can see what's going on.
Is curling pretty big up there?
It can be, yeah.
Okay.
It's I'm not getting into that one. That's a whole other story. But no, it's just there's that, and then there's an upstairs in the venue that people can look down as well. So there's like people on like a second deck looking down, and it's a cornhole event like no other because people stick around. And I've said that about everything, that I just annoys the heck out of me when we go to big events and it's just me, the people playing, and then just 1 or 2 people there watching. And that does not happen in Newfoundland at all.
Well, it's tough because you even see some of the bigger events, right?
Yep.
Some of the bigger ones, I don't care which letter organization it is. When they pan to the crowd, sometimes there are big voids in the crowd.
Yep.
Because a lot of the players literally will kind of leave when they're out. So that it's tough when you start to lose some of those people and you don't have them in the crowd, because then you can pan to them, right? You really look at the people that do it the best is, I believe, Ultimate Fighting, right? Because they pan to the celebrities, they pan to all the other fighters to really highlight who's in the crowd. But sometimes in cornhole, you don't have that. There's that game. Yeah.
You know what? Al here just reminded me I'll remind. Maybe you can take on Bobby's for his time since Jimmy Humans failed the show. Bobby would like to try and throw a curling stone like a cornhole bag.
What? That will damage the ice.
There's no ice there.
Can I just want to slide one. That's all I want to do. I want to see if I can slide the rock.
Well, you probably could, but there'd be no ice there, so it'd be virtually impossible for you to slide it.
I can't put it. I can't get a point there.
You can pick it up.
Oh, so bad.
Although it really, and the people from Newfoundland in the chat will agree with me. We're going at the end of May, so there still could be snow.
Listen,
So
it's going to be nice out. It's going to be like 7 degrees, whatever it is. That's like, what? It's going to be nice out. Doug, don't worry. I'm bringing you a nice pair of shorts. Don't worry about it.
5 days last year before we went to Newfoundland for the Open, middle of June, they had snow.
Don't worry about it. It's going to be nice out. I have willed it into existence. It's going to be nice.
We'll see.
And if it's not nice, guess what? We'll wear pants over the shorts and change when we get there.
But I know that if I do stay at the same hotel I stayed at last year, there is the gangway going from Broderick's to my hotel. I do not have to walk uphill in the rain.
But wait a minute, Doug. Here's the thing. You have to wear a special shirt while you're there.
Not for long. I just have to. There was no time length discussed.
Doug,
there was no.
Let me help you out. You are gonna love the shirt I designed.
On off.
No, you're gonna love it. You're gonna keep it on all day.
On and off.
It talks about our love.
Okay.
I love when you're uncomfortable.
On and off. On and off.
You're gonna wear it all day. Trust me.
On and off.
I've already gotten approval from many friends.
On and off.
All right, Doug. Listen, we've got an hour 12.
No, I just noticed that. I just noticed that. So yeah.
All right, Dougie, send him out.
Wherever you're playing this week, as always, just go out and have fun, because that's what we play this game for. Be nice to each other. I don't know. You got anything else? That's I got.
Listen, if you go to a tournament this week, help somebody around you play better. Don't be a dick. That's all I got, Doug.
You know what? At least Al appreciates me.
Al's my guy.